The Forgotten House on Elm Street. In the quaint town of Eldridge, where the sun painted the skies in hues of orange and pink at dusk, there stood a house that had long been forgotten. Nestled at the end of Elm Street, it was a relic of a bygone era, shrouded in whispers and shadows. The townsfolk spoke of it in hushed tones, their eyes darting nervously as they passed by, for the house had a reputation that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. The house, with its peeling paint and sagging roof, was once a vibrant home, filled with laughter and warmth. But that was before the tragedy. Years ago, a family had lived there, their lives intertwined with the very walls that now stood silent. One fateful night, a fire consumed the house, leaving nothing but ashes and sorrow in its wake. The family was lost, their spirits said to linger, trapped within the charred remains of their dreams. As the years rolled on, the house became a canvas for the town's darkest tales. Children dared each other to approach it, their hearts racing as they crept closer, only to flee at the slightest sound. Adults, too, felt the weight of its presence, often crossing the street to avoid its gaze. It was a place of secrets, a monument to grief, and a reminder of the fragility of life. One autumn evening, as the leaves danced in the crisp air, a newcomer arrived in Eldridge. Clara, a curious and adventurous soul, had heard the stories of the forgotten house and felt an irresistible pull to uncover its mysteries. With a camera slung around her neck and a notebook in hand, she set out to explore the abandoned structure, determined to document her findings. As she approached the house, the air grew heavy, thick with an unspoken tension. The front door, slightly ajar, creaked ominously as she pushed it open. Inside, the air was stale, filled with the scent of decay and memories long lost. Dust motes floated in the dim light, and Clara felt as if she had stepped into a time capsule, frozen in the moment of the fire. With each step, the floorboards groaned beneath her weight, echoing the house's sorrowful past. Clara wandered through the rooms, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and dread. She found remnants of the family's life, faded photographs on the walls, a child's toy lying forgotten in a corner, and a dining table still set for a meal that would never be shared. As she explored, Clara felt a chill creep up her spine. It was as if the house was watching her, its walls whispering secrets she was not meant to hear. She paused in the living room, where the fireplace stood cold and dark. Suddenly, a flicker of movement caught her eye. She turned, but there was nothing, only shadows dancing in the corners. Determined to press on, Clara climbed the staircase, each step echoing like a heartbeat in the silence. At the top, she found a door slightly ajar, leading to a bedroom that seemed untouched by time. The bed was neatly made, and a diary lay open on the nightstand, its pages yellowed and fragile. Clara picked it up, her fingers trembling as she began to read. The diary belonged to the youngest daughter of the family, a girl named Lily. Her words were filled with innocence and joy, recounting the simple pleasures of childhood. But as Clara turned the pages, the tone shifted. Lily wrote of strange noises at night, of shadows that danced just beyond her sight, and of a feeling of being watched. The final entry sent chills down Clara's spine. I can hear them calling me. I'm not afraid. They want me to join them. Suddenly, the temperature in the room dropped, and Clara felt a presence behind her. She spun around, heart racing. But again, there was nothing. The house seemed to breathe, its walls alive with the weight of unfulfilled dreams and lingering spirits. Clara's instincts screamed at her to leave, but her curiosity held her captive. As she descended the stairs, the whispers grew louder, echoing in her mind. "Join us! Join us!" The words wrapped around her like a shroud, pulling her deeper into the house's embrace. Panic surged within her, and she rushed toward the front door, but it slammed shut with a deafening bang. Trapped, Clara turned to face the darkness. The shadows coalesced, forming shapes that danced just beyond her reach. She could feel their sorrow, their longing for release. "Help us," they seemed to plead, their voices a haunting melody that filled the air. With a surge of determination, Clara recalled Lily's diary. "You're not alone," she whispered, her voice trembling. "I'm here with you." The shadows paused, their movement slowing as if they were listening. Clara closed her eyes, focusing on the warmth of her own spirit, willing it to reach out to the lost souls. In that moment, the house shuddered, and a light flickered in the darkness. Clara opened her eyes to see the shadows transforming, their sorrowful faces softening. "Thank you," they whispered, their voices now a gentle breeze. The door creaked open, revealing the night beyond. Clara stepped outside, the cool air washing over her like a cleansing tide. She turned back to the house, now bathed in moonlight, its secrets laid bare. The whispers faded, replaced by a profound silence, as if the house had finally found peace. As she walked away from the forgotten house on Elm Street, Clara knew she had uncovered more than just a story. She had touched the lives of those who had been lost, and in doing so, had set them free. The house would remain, a silent guardian of its past, but now, it was a place of solace, no longer haunted by the weight of its memories. And as the first light of dawn broke over Eldridge, Clara felt a sense of closure, knowing that some secrets, once shared, could finally rest.